Okay, so back to our editor. Oh, great. Back to our editor under our resource folder. That's where our view stays. Under view, create a new directory. Call it layout. Let's call it layout. Create a new file. Master.blade.php. Call it master.blade.php. Right there. Now, back here, copy all what we have from our welcome.php into our master.php. So from here, we'll start extracting what is common to all our pages into partial files. So create another folder, call it partials. Another partial, the first partial that we need to create. Let's copy our headouts here. All the contents of between the header tag, call it underscore header.blade.php. Paste this there. From here, do at include. Now, if you are going to include a file inside another file, normal PHP you would use include or require, but with Blade templates, this is what you do. Like I said, Laravel would process all these and convert into PHP. It's equivalent PHP function, like delivering PHP results. But with this, it's easier and monitor. So here it's layouts. The partials dots. See what PHP Storm does for me. It makes it easier for me to reference file. Yeah. And next is our sidebar. A sidebar is common to all our pages. Copy the content of a sidebar. You can guess. Create a new file underscore sidebar. Now you notice that I'm starting all our partial files with underscore, and that's because it's just a convention. It doesn't do anything if we don't put an underscore. It's just a convention to show that any file that starts with an underscore, it's like can't stand on its own. It has to like be included into another file before it can be used. So it doesn't matter. That's just work. If you're working on a project or on a team, any file that's like underscore, everyone on the project will know, oh yeah, this is a partial file. It's just a convention, nothing more. Sidebar, so something sidebar, that's it. And then here again, there's a nav, top nav. Top nav. That's the top nav.php. Here again. Top nav.php. And what else do we have? Okay. So let's call this footer. So that's it. Let's do this something. See, now if you notice how this is now, this looks more lean now. We don't, unlike before, our page is very, we had about what 98 lines of code. Now it's more lean. How we have now is 34. That's about divided by 3 of what we already have. See how it's getting later. And right here, now because this is our master template now, and like we said earlier, the only thing that's going to be changing is the contents of the contents that will be inside of here. So because that's the only thing that will be changing, we'll do this here. And then yield contents. See that? So back to our welcome page now. On our welcome page, this is all we have to do. And extends layouts, the partials, the master. No, not partial, sorry about that. The master, that's it. And then because we had sent that at section contents here, and then at end section and then that's, if you're wondering how I just did that, I just did alt control indents. It's a plugin on PHP Storm that helps just indent everything. Just use your light and then alt control indents to indent it. So that's one of the things PHP Storm is very good for. So now if you're wondering, look at this again. On our welcome page, all we just have to do is extend our layout. Once we extend our layout, all this comes with it. All this space here, it's not good. All this comes with it. We already have the header, the sidebar, the footer, all these in fact they're just there. And then this is only a section I'll be changing, and then we put as yield contents. We define now. Contents that I put here can be anything. You can name it whatever you want. You can call it inner page, and then if you do this here, that means on all your child pages, this is what you will put in the inner page. But then I just prefer contents. It works fine for me. So if I come here again and refresh, so you see the same thing, no error thrown, nothing, so the same thing right here. So let's just change the menu to match what we have here. On the Laravel entry, we have the title of Laravel entry, and then we have all this and the menu here. So let's quickly change that. So let's go to the sidebar. We have dashboard, view inventories, new inventory, trash and logouts. Dashboard, view inventories, new inventories, trash, logouts. Yeah, so here we have Laravel entry. Now, we don't want to hard code this. Instead, we want to call our app name. Now, in Laravel config, we have a default app name. Let me show you app. Now, there is a function called app. It gives us access to our app's variables, our app's environments. So in this case, we want to access app name. No, config. Sorry, that's a mistake. It's called config. Gives us access to the config of our application. Sorry about that. And in this case, we want app.name. If you want to see the config file, just come to config folder and then come to app. See, this is the name. This is the key. This is the file here, app. So what it does is config, goes to our config folder, gets the file called app.php, which is this here, and then app.name. So default we have Laravel as the app name. That's by default Laravel, but you can change it back. To change that, come to your env folder. See, then you change it back to Laravel or whatever it is you want. You can change it to that. In our case, we serve that app at 127 plus 1990. Let's also change that to once. Our app URL is this. On a live server, this will be different, so you have to change this, of course. So whenever you make any changes in your env file, and if you served That's if you used inbuilt server, because once the server launches, it copies all the environment variable and that copies to memory, and that's where it's being read from. So you'll have to stop this in order to read the new changes. So now we serve. If you come here, it's quite different now. So Laravel 3, this has changed. This toggle menu, let me see what we did there. Let's make this work. How did I do it? Okay, we'll just copy it. So for the top now, we have this toggle menu. Let's change this. Looks better with this. And for this, we have account settings, edit profile, change password, and logouts. Settings. Edit profile. Let's. I hope I'm doing this right. No. Password. Now this looks like just what we want. It looks like this, and then that's okay. Except for the dashboard, let's do that now. Which is this. What we want to show is notification message as an alert. So dev.alerts info welcome. We'll edit that to look better. Just okay. Let's do info. What else do we have? We'll do info for now. And then margin top 3. But once different alerts primary. I think that's what we're looking for. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with this anyway. So next we'll be setting up our authentication for the login, logouts, register, and all. That's the next thing we're doing. So we have a view looking at what we want. So let's go ahead to do that.